Okay, let's hope the internet connection is stable again. So last time we were asked to sort out some spriggans at the somewhere beyond the east border of the colony, which is hardly a border. And I guess he was talking about this one here. Which we are about to be beating down. Come on, one more. Ow. Where'd the second one come from? I don't like this. And yes, I am seeing my health down there. Should probably fix that. I should absolutely fix that. Luckily, those spriggans are more than happy to let me browse my quite excessive inventory. They also seem to have mopped up my... Oh, you have one more life. They seem to have completely destroyed my shield. Okay. Was that the last one now? Yes, lovely. I can't loot those for some reason. Oh no, I know what happened. No, it hasn't. Let me just check something. After the last recording, the game crashed on me. No, apparently, yeah, I really can't loot those. I can activate them and I cannot loot them. That's a shame. And I can certainly understand why those would be a problem for the colony. Also, it looks like I'm having a bit of trouble with bandwidth again. I don't like that. Okay, Falco. Do I want to do that? I'll talk to you. Yes, let's talk about the assignment. Una Lauren. And where is Una? Oh, yeah, in the bar. I think he was supposed to be in the bar. Smith first. Killing Spriggans means you have to get your stuff in order. Could you perhaps order some more hammers? We badly need more hammers. Christ almighty. Okay, yeah, we don't have enough hammers for this.
By all means, I'm listening.
Get more hammers if you're really listening. Also, yeah, losing frames. We're losing frames. A lot of them, in fact. Is there any hammer here I can nick? Oh, do you have pots of cloth? You're a blacksmith. Yeah, bandwidth is all over the place, or bitrate is all over the place again. Do I want to see if the... Sorry. I don't want to see if the blacksmith in the 4 has something for me. I don't think so. Didn't I drop something off here? No, I didn't. I wanted to drop the Dwemer metal pieces off, but I couldn't because they were apparently already either taken away by the guy in Mournhold, or they were taken away by the Ordinator.
These clothes suit you well.
Do they? Well, there's not much left of them since that Spriggan attack, but fine, thank you. Okay, even though the Spriggans are gone, we still can't cut this grove of trees. Okay. Nasty things, a lot like trees, except normal trees don't try to kill you. What about this grove, then? Some sort of magical heebie-jeebie. That'd be my guess. Either way, we can't start on the building orders until those trees are gone. Maybe if we could get at the roots or something, but we'd have to do that from underground. I'm intrigued. They've got to be way underground. Too far down for us to dig, too. They're probably as tough as the trees themselves. So anyone that ran into them would know it. I'd asked the workers in the mine about it, but, well, you know, it's dark down there. So he's telling us he's just too cowardly to do it, I guess. And as much as I hate the idea, I'll probably have to pay the blacksmith to fix my stuff. I think this is a bit of a nasty oversight on the developers' part, because you shouldn't have to do that, basically. In my opinion, you should be able to get more hammers and then basically fix everything yourself. Okay, ask the workers in the mines. We'll ask the workers outside the mine first. Can I even ask you about roots? No. Can I ask you about Spriggans? No. Okay, so we'll have to go into the mine. And then potentially find the thing. The roots. Let me also just check the live stream online. Because that's totally a thing I can do now. Well, I could do it all the time. But as soon as the bitrate dies on me once, I kind of have a problem. Because the preview doesn't work anymore. Okay, that's doing fine. It's dipping. And it's back, okay. I'm hoping this will do. Did it re-equip my shield? No. Let's do that then. Okay, find some roots where it's presumably dark. Any workers down here, or have they been killed by Spriggans? It is eerily quiet in those mines. You there. You seem to be the only person working in here. Have you seen any roots? Roots? We had a real problem with those. Had a whole passage in the mine blocked off by them, and we just couldn't seem to hack through them, through all of them. Decided it wasn't worth the effort, so we gave up on it. You can see for yourself, they're down at the bottom, off of that northern passage. Okay. Which northern passage are we talking about here? That's the entrance, I suppose. Is that the entrance? No, that's the entrance. So we'll have to go down and up. This mine is so bloody confusing. Yeah, now we're getting towards the north.
You seem like very good company.
So we'll just head north from here. And I hope this will get us to the Spriggan passage. What's that? Abandoned mineshaft. Abandoned sounds good. My journal has been updated. Oh, have I found those roots? I don't see any, to be honest. Okay, apparently we have found the roots. I'll go with that. Yeah, I totally found those roots. And then I almost drowned in the... I don't know, those are just support beams. There's not a single root in sight. This is bewildering now, but screw it. We'll just teleport out of here. Okay, there's the bomb. You there. Oh yeah, I found the roots. Yeah, sure, I'll take you there. Also, you there. Yes, I have found an ancient set of armor and a spear in the Yolgair Barrow. There was a book as well, The Fall of the Snow Prince. The description of the title character is rather interesting. Fall of the Snow Prince, you say? Fascinating, let me see it. Yes, amazing. By my Felma ancestors, you've done it. The account in this tome is remarkable, Ricklings indeed. I don't see how the Snow Prince could have been anything but a Felma, do you? Splendid, splendid. Your treasure explores everywhere. Here's the gold as promised, and thank you. Okay. So this guy was happy with us.
Oh, greetings.
And now we have to escort this guy. I'm gonna save that because I believe we might run into brigands on the way. Something tells me this shaft might not be as abandoned when we return there. And I'd rather not get my escortee killed. It's something that could not really happen to you in Skyrim, because most escortees were actually invincible. Or not invincible, but they could not be killed. Until a certain point in the quest had been sorted, so then they were killable. Come in, yes. Which is kind of nice, but it also removes so much of the tension of an escort quest, or of any quest really, if there is just no risk, no real failure, because you can't fail. In fact, one of my earlier Skyrim saves was kind of saved by Lydia, who was kind of invincible at some point. Like, she could not die unless you did the final blow.
Greetings to you. A pleasure to meet you.
Okay, is this guy? No, he's not having trouble. Off of the northern mine shaft, they said. That's this way. Okay, north and abandoned shaft. There's your single route here. Okay, apparently this is the place. This sure looks like the place. These routes probably extend all the way up to those trees at the surface. Okay. Well, if this is the right place, then maybe there's something I can do about it. If these roots are drinking from this pool of water, we can try poisoning the water to weaken them. If they're weakened, the trees might fall. But I'd need some bitter green petals. Can you get some for me? I need at least 5 of them. I doubt you'll find any of them on Solstheim, but you can probably dredge them up someplace more civilized. Do I happen to have them on me right now? I could also drop that cuirass off. Do I have any bitter green on me? I actually have, yes. Hello, Elastans. And as somebody who has studied this nonsense, I don't think we should poison the well of Ravenrock. This is literally the well we're drinking from, so we don't want to poison that. Oh well, go ahead. I actually have bitter green, yes. Oh great, I'll take these and see what I can do. There's nothing more that you can do right now. Why don't you let the boss know things are taken care of? I can do that. And I think the roots have just been missing in the textures for some reason. I don't know why. Oh yes, I have the... well, it has been taken care of somewhat. Unel has dealt with it. That's good to hear. Perhaps once those trees are gone, the Spriggans won't be so adamant about showing up. Good work. Make a point to keep an eye out for them in the future. I will, although I don't think I'll have to care about the Spriggans too much. Any more assignments for me? Clearly, you must do something to better protect the colony. As much as I would like to, I cannot rely solely on you to protect the site. So we'll need to hire guards. That is actually very reasonable. I like this guy already. Okay, I think it's only fair that others take up the responsibility. But it's not something I would be willing to order any of them to do. I'd like to see if there are any volunteers first. Ask around and see if any of the colonists would be interested. Let me know if you find any. We found an old man who wanted to do something, right? Let's ask him. Would you be interested in volunteering? Was it volunteers? No. Hire guards? Hire guards, yes. No. Yeah, she doesn't want to be a guard, but maybe Sarah wants to be a guard. You there. Would you like to become a guard? Oh, come on! Now you're feeling owed. I tell her, would you like to... Okay, so... if you're going to Skyrim, you don't want to meet the farmer there. They're really an odd bunch. Although they might... I think they're already quite far gone, so... I stick with that point. You don't want to meet the farmer there. Would you be willing to... Yes, really, I've got to admit, this mining stuff isn't really for me. It's not that I mind hard work, but I'm just not enjoying it. There's nothing to lose, right? Sure, I'll give it a try. So we found one volunteer. Can we get more of them? Is there anyone up here I can volunteer for guard work? Empty room. I guess I could rent that bed. But there is really no point in doing that. Would you perhaps be willing to... you probably are very keen on keeping your barkeeper job, which is presumably rather risk-free. You there don't seem to be of any particular use. Would you like to be a guard? So you're looking for volunteers? I've never been one to turn down an offer. It's gotten me this far, and maybe I can go in farther. Sure, I'll accept. That's some remarkable sideburns as well. So we've got 2 volunteers. Anyone... I mean, that guy's on the bar, so we... 2 Cider's Redathon. Not at home, apparently. Falco, would you like to be a guard? I probably shouldn't ask him. You there. If you're complaining about Dior, would you like to be a guard? You want me to guard this place? No, I don't think so, sorry. How about you? I'm sure you have something smart to say about this.
You're one of the nicest people I met.
Yeah, oh, you're silly. Hey, why would I ever do something like that? With all these big, strong men here, I'm sure they can take care of it. Yeah, thank you for that. You there, with the weird hairdo. Would you like to be a guard? Good luck with that. I'm afraid you won't see me volunteering. I have enough to do, thank you very much. Okay, fine. Do I want to go with those 2 guards? We found 2, that's fine already. Where is Sabinus Aranius anyway? I have not seen him in a while, at least I can't remember seeing him. Oh, maybe that's... I think that's him. You there.
My lungs must be as black as these rocks by now.
Okay, at least he's isn't it short and sweet? No. Okay, fine. Will 2 guards be enough? They have no military training and probably wouldn't stand a chance against a Spriggan. I think I've finished. I mean, there are no more colonists around that I can ask, really, so... yeah, we have those 2 people available. 2 of them have volunteered. Well, that's good. I'll see to it that they are outfitted with the appropriate equipment. Thank you for doing this. That's fine, it wasn't really a big deal. Any assignments for me? It'll take a few days if you want them to look at this construction site that has just teleported in. So this will be, I think this will actually be walls and defensive structures and stuff like that. Huh, okay, so we need to waste away a few more days. Can I loot those triggers now? No. And I think I'll want to track down some more Stalrim. So we'll actually go to... we'll go back to the fortress. Because if you remember, the last thing we did before we... before kind of the chain of events was triggered that led us to solving the Blood Moon prophecy. Did we actually solve a prophecy? Did fulfilling it? Not fulfilling it? Did we actually fulfill the bloody thing? I wouldn't say it. Anyway, was we were looting a grave, and I think there were some Stalrim corpses in there as well. So we're gonna pay them a visit. There's that barrow. Shouldn't be anything else here. I don't think they spawn any Draugr in here. So Stalrim, one Stalrim for me. Those chests, I don't think I want it though. Is there any more Stalrim here? There might be. Or not. Probably not though. Ow. Okay, that's just a skeleton. With some Nord mead. Did this guy want to leave the place? You there, didn't you want to go? Yeah, you promised me that like several weeks ago. And since we don't seem to have to wait for Stalrim stuff to be forged, I'm just tempted to go further and bring several pieces to the guys and in one go, so we don't have to just keep going back and forth. Can I see any more barrows on the map? So we've done the Yolgir barrow and the Gundrum caves. What are Gundrum caves? Let's find some more barrows. I should probably sneak as well. That's good.
Come on, fight!
That one was easy. Is that another barrow? It's not, that's just a pile of rocks. Ow! Would you stop spriggining, please? And one more. At least we can loot those again. That over there looks like a barrow. Which means more Stalrim for us. Okay, that radar's down. What was that barrow I just saw? I think it was over here somewhere. Over here? No. This way. I was sure I just saw a barrow. Ah, there it is. Probably. Skog's Drake Barrow. That's something we have not yet looted. We can also return to Anasi and show her the flame mirror robe we found. Okay, since we haven't been here, there should be at least one Draugr somewhere. Loot those chests on the way out. There's the treasure of this place, the valued style rim. No Draugr, can't believe that. Oh well. Style rim for us. There's some terrible locks, we'll just use a lockpick for that. I'm not going to bother with my opening spell. I was hoping for a hammer. Also, this Nordic stuff here is not too bad. I mean, it's kind of heavy, so it's not as good as other heavy armor, but it's kind of nice. Okay, another sheep box chest. Rubbish. Ooh. I don't think I want those standard health potions anymore. And yes, we will take all the armor as hammers we can find here. Okay, that's something we can sell quite nicely. Okay, the rest is rubbish. And since I know there were some of those freaking boars outside, get my weapon ready right away. That one's down. And you're next, come on. Okay, so we'll find ourselves some more barrows and loot some more Stalrim. Although I'm half tempted to just go to Pelagiad first. I was not sure if Anasi will be mad at us for killing Marvin Drenim. We kinda had a contract on him, so it's not that we committed a crime about this. Do I still have that robe on me? Yes, it's there. Okay, is that one of those lunatics again? Shouldn't be because it's nighttime, so all the lunatics should be werewolves right now. And for some reason that does not make me feel much safer about this. Oh yeah, the unarmed people are not there right now. They have been turned into bloodthirsty beasts. With very good natural weapons. Any more barrows on this side? Not really. Huh. And there was a quest for the Gilden Hill Grave, so that's why I don't want to go in there just yet. I think remember there was a quest that leads you there that basically basically tells you that yep, the reward is I found this key for this ancient Nordic burial site. Go in there and well, loot it. I thought it was a reward for finding that Snow Prince book, but apparently it wasn't. So turns out even I can be wrong about this stuff. There was a huge pack of wolves. Oh, well, 2, 4, 6, at least 8 wolves there. Those could have even been some trouble for us. I see that boar there. Don't like it. Oh, now I'm hitting it. Seriously? You really can't walk any like you can't walk 5 meters without being attacked by something here. So even though there are no cliff races on Solstheim, traveling here is not much less annoying than it is on Vvardenfell proper. Can I loot my crypt now? Thank you. Lukestone Barrow. Have we been in here? No. Should be some Draugr here as well. Yes, I believe there are. Yep, 2 of them. Okay, 1 Draugr is down for the count. Second one as well. Is that all of them? Let's hope they are. Okay, some nice arrows. I wouldn't want to eat that crab meat. You don't know how long it's been here. Nice for sale. 1,000 gold, 1 weight unit, or 1.5. That's actually pretty good. We'll take that. Let's take the heartwood. Oh, that's exclusive potion. I will have the exclusive potions. This looks like we could take more than 1 piece of Skyrim from that body. Okay, no more Draugr. Draugr? How are they pronounced? I also found it pretty cool that they apparently gave many characters on Solstheim own voice lines. It made the place feel a lot better, and especially if you're used to Morrowind, where you had a very small amount of different voiced greetings from people. It was kind of cool that they gave them a lot more here. Even though I still feel I'm kind of missing something. That space rubbish. We'll drop that off in our hut. Skull Crusher. Because sometimes you have those really weird things people say when they feel unwatched. Okay. Of course there's another Reekling Raider. I don't know if that's just because we're pretty high level or if that's really just the way Solstheim is laid out to be. I don't like it. Okay, over there might be another barrow. Might just be a random habit of the North to actually, oh, frame rate's dying again. Frame rate bitrate. Give it the road to recover. Lose the frames. Also, I don't think we, or this Reekling and this Bristleback will combine to form a Reekling Raider. We'll not give them a chance anyway. Yeah, looks like my connection is dying on me again. Might also be the YouTube service, I don't know. I have actually run a speed test and it said my connection was okay, so it might also be the YouTube servers that are overloading right now. That's another barrow. Oh yeah, that's that one place with all the Reeklings. Yeah. I think this was where we freed the wind, so don't recall if there was some Stellarium in there or not. We'll find out. Find out and we'll ignore those Reeklings and the Reeklings that are probably on the other side of that as well. We will find out. So, you there, Glenshul's tomb. Bow ready. Okay. There is some Stellarium, and there's also the bag with the wind. But no more Draugr. I don't want to open the Greedy Man's bag again, because it might be, it might re-trigger the events there, and I don't want to do that. Okay, are there Reeklings there? Of course there are Reeklings on this side as well. Great. How much stone do I have right now? I should have 3 or 4 pieces. 3. I remember this was kind of tiring for me on back in my first playthrough. I just did some cheating and I actually edited that into the game. I could have had that a lot easier. There's another tomb there. Barrow. I didn't know how to use the console back then, so I could have probably just console commanded it into the game. And it was not dead yet. But yeah, back then I actually I made a very tiny mod. I say mod. It's just I just put like I think 50 pieces of Stellarium into that location where Growling is. And I was kind of lazy about it. I just made it hovering in mid-air also, so it was easier to find. Just to see how well the Stellarium stuff looked and then worked and like how well it would be able to take on enchantments and stuff like that. that anymore. I'm hesitant to use the Snow Prince's spear. It should do a lot of damage with the frost, because it has some nice frost enhancing effects on it. Also, we just saw a barrow here. I think it was in this direction. Ugh, you've seen me. Fine. These guys are actually much more keen-eyed than the Ordinators in Vivek. What was that barrow I just saw? Probably on this direction. I just saw a barrow. That's the Thirsk. Genshel's tomb. I was sure I saw a barrow. It was not Genshel's tomb. Might have been the one where I had to kill the werewolves for that for that Ristarg artifact. I think my next piece of equipment should be ready now too. You there, good man.
My lord, I can craft armor worthy of a chieftain.
Actually, let's wait for with that. I want those pelts again. Snow bear armor. We now have a right gauntlet. That means I now need a left gauntlet. Wonderful. So we'll put the right gauntlet next to the right pauldron. Now those don't take any more enchantments because they already have one, and you can't have two effects. But since this, I think each of those pieces gives you a 5% frost resistance. So you'll have this one, then you'll have two pauldrons, two gauntlets, so that's another 20%, so that's 25% frost resistance. Greaves and boots, so and a helm. So you can get to a pretty decent frost resistance just from that equipment alone. Which I think is kind of remarkable. Although by the time you get this, you actually have probably more than enough frost resistance anyway, and you probably don't have to be afraid of any ice spells anymore as well. Okay, this way. Let's drop off the Starium stuff in the Bloodscar hut. Okay. That's Gloring's hut. Just heard a wriggling. You there.
You will die where you stand.
Not a very perceptive one. Ah, screw it, they won't leave me alone anyway. Have those raiders actually ever blocked an attack? I'm curious now. Don't think I've ever seen them block an attack. So their shields might just be purely cosmetic. Okay, who was the Starium armor guy? I think that was you. Einar. Yes, I would actually like to have some Starium greaves.
Have you come for Stalrim armor, friend?
Okay, it's a lot quicker than the wolf guy, even though he also says 1 day. Can also make me some boots. I know, that's gonna take a little more time. I don't know why that was. I'm not sure why some of this stuff took less time than the rest. Also don't know if that Starlight actually responds, so if we could just harvest that over and over again, or not. Also have some more snow wolf pelts I could have dropped off in Thirsk. Seriously, they have been waiting behind that pile of snow. That looks like a very fancy sword. Let me look at that in a moment. Okay, that berserker. No, it's just an it's just a steel broadsword. Looks imperial. Okay, Skull Village. They must be wondering why I never take the actual proper entrance to the city, also the village. I think this place also has drifted a bit in the several hundred years until the events of the Dragonborn DLC. Kinda makes sense, to be honest. Okay, the Bloodskull's house. Let's put the Starim stuff over here, even though apparently the Skull don't actually like to have this stuff. They probably wouldn't agree to us using that. I don't seem to object to you wearing it. Also interesting that they call it ice armor here. I think the German version actually call it Starim armor. And since there's not too much left here to do for me, yeah, I could just go and loot some more crypts and stuff. I don't think I want to do that right now. So what we'll do instead is we'll go to Anasi and hand her the Flame Mirror Robe. Even though she didn't want to have it, she just wanted to see this thing. Okay, now let's use the old quick way back to Vardenfell. I'll have a drink while the game loads. Ah, lovely. Okay. So back in Gnesis we are. And we'll take the Silstrad again.
What say you?
Again, it's mostly so they
Same low price.
just so we lose some time. I know I could have also taken the boat back to Cool and something, but that was a bit too much time wasting. Like walking back to the fortress, taking the boat. I could also see if I can swim that the distance, but I don't want to. I really don't want to. Like how this guy's clear here. Well, clear, it's cloudy and foggy, but at least it's not red, okay? At least it's not red. I don't want to go to Balmora. What did I want to do in Balmora now? Alright, I want to go to Pelagiad. I want to go to Pelagiad. I don't want to train my mysticism, so it's actually a good excuse why I wouldn't want to take the boat. Haha! We totally didn't fall. I believe this spell doesn't really care for your height. It'll just place you on the map. Which makes sense, because you'd probably get in trouble if you using Divine Intervention to get away from... What was that sound? If you were, for example, using Divine Intervention to get away from a mountain or another high place, and then you'd fall to your death, I don't think the believers and followers of the gods would actually appreciate that. It's pretty jolly, Divine Intervention, if it can't really save you, or if it actually makes you fall to your death. I was not sure if Anassi's quests give you bonus points in the Thieves Guild. I think she's kind of a Thieves Guild operative. She can't really advance you, so I really don't know how that works. Also, Cliff Racer. You know what, screw it. We'll let it attack us. At least it's only one. And it goes down quite fast, even though I don't have the... I don't have my Spear of the Hunter anymore. Oh, I didn't decide to bring it with me. But yeah, those cliff races are not too much of a problem. Might even be close enough already, so let's just... jump and intervention away. Just as the bitrate dies on me again. Lovely. That's back. I apologize for that. I'm not sure why that is. It keeps happening. This might be the YouTube servers. But I'll have a look at it. And... I'm not sure if I can just contact YouTube about this. YouTube is never really approachable for non-big creators. Small creators, if you will. Okay. Yeah, share a gift. Ooh, look, a flame mirror robe. How clever you are. But we both knew that, did we not? And my goodness, such enchantments and very, very pretty. I'll give Anassi the robe. I don't need it. Oh, but it's too much for Anassi. Anassi, it is so lovely. But you must let Anassi give you a gift in return. What could possibly be so rare, so fine? Here, Anassi gives you these. They're rare and precious. Anassi could never use them, but Anassi hopes they bring you luck in a hard place. That's actually quite remarkable. Thank you. Do you want to share a care, perhaps? Okay. Gifts you can share. Anassi has another surprise. Are you ready? Have you heard of Elvu's Black Blindfold? A magic glove which blinds and befuddles archers? Anassi knows nothing about magic, but she has heard this is a wonderful glove, very beautiful, very valuable. But so sad, it's in Rufinus Alcius' chest of drawers and living quarters of the Imperial Commission in Evenheart. Many Imperial guards, very tough, very dangerous. So sad. But so glad! Guess what? There is a secret passage hidden underwater to sneak into the Imperial Commission. And all you have to do is search for the hidden underwater entrance. It must be nearby. Too easy. Okay, we actually don't have that problem. I think we still have the permission to go in there from Varus Ventinius. And even if I hadn't had that, we're the Knight of the Imperial Dragon. I think we can just waltz in there anyway. Like we are in the place, because we kinda do. I'll go a bit further south. I think this here is kind of the border. There's also an escort quest somewhere here, with a pilgrim who wants to be led to the fields of Kumu. It's not difficult, it's not really very far. You just have to basically get there. It's not this guy, this is a thief who will try to loot us. I should talk to him as well.
Never too busy for a good
Greetings, my friend. It is I, Nels Lendo. Who exactly is Nels Lendo? Ah, I see you have heard of me. I have not. I'm not surprised. No, no, do not tremble in fear. Nels Lendo is a reasonable man. Hardly the cutthroat some would make me out to be. I'd offer you a fair and healthy proposition. Okay, a very simple proposition, actually. If you will give me 50 septims, and in return, you will be allowed to continue safely on the journey. Nels Lendo gives you his word as a gentleman in that. Once our transaction has taken place, you have nothing to fear from me. In fact, I can be a very good friend to have. What say you? Since he offers training, I'm going to give him that money, actually. Also, thanks you, Maestro Dice Throw, for subscribing. Fine, take my money, brigand. An excellent choice, my friend. As I said, Nels Lendo can be a very good friend to have. If you haven't Pelagiat, I can usually be found at the Halfway Tavern. Stop by and visit. I'm certain I can be of some service to you. Now I must be off. Good day to you, sir. I think he can basically teach you all sorts of very, very cool heroic tricks. So probably some security, probably some swordsmanship, and I suppose some speechcraft as well. But again, I think none of that actually helped our speechcraft at all. It's basically just a choice of, do you want to fight this guy or do you want to work with him? Okay, Vivek is right where I wanted to be. How's my missus doing? Sadly, because we read that book earlier, I think the bonus or the skill progress was kind of wiped. So we missed out on that. I think we were pretty close to the next level up anyway. So had I not read this book in Televirith, I would have probably been at 90 mysticism now. And could totally grab my next rank. The Imperial Commission. Where was that? This is a jump I can't make, so we'll levitate that. %93% chance to cast it, and we fail. Lovely. Imperial Commission. Hawkmoth Legion. East Empire. East Empire. Hawkmoth. 6 fishes. Where the hell is the commission? It might even be in the council chambers. Don't want to go in there because of that error message we get, but I guess I'll have to. So you like this? I like this. Like, you have the swamp on this side, there's huge ass trees, and you have this. You have Vivek on that side, the huge city. It's glorious. I love this. Okay, so error messages again. Yes. Yes. Okay. Can I get to the Imperial Commission? Okay. Now where was it supposed to be? That entry is glorious. I met the famed highwayman Nels Lendo. After I paid the pompous ass 50 gold, he took his leave. However, he did mention he was staying at the Halfway in Pelagiat. And I could find him there. Perhaps he can be of some use later. Or I can get my money back. What is this? Elwood's Black Blindfold. Maybe found in the wardrobe in the living quarters of the Imperial Commission. Oh, there's a separate door. That's the council chambers again. Are those the living quarters? This looks like living quarters, so excuse me for a moment while I rummage through here. This is probably not the glove in question. Neither would this be. I'll also open this lock just to be perfectly safe. Open the lock. Keep 25 gold. Okay. Is there anything good here? Close that. Oh, that's the underground cave.
What say you?
I say please look the other way. Save this again. And we have 100 sneak, we are practically invisible. Ah, there's Elva's Black Blindfold. Oh, nice. 20 points of marksmanship damage. I'll take that. Fancy glove. Don't mind me. That door is totally haunted. I'm just the Telvanni sorting that out for you. It's not haunted anymore. I know, I suck at excuses. And that, do they have Bones Volume 1 here? So I was sure it was somewhere to be found. I think it's... Well, I'm quite sure I found one of those in one of the Redron Council houses. Or did I get the second one there? I don't know. I'm quite sure the first one is there as well. Anyway, we have to get back to Anasi. I'm going to travel through Vivican style, so...
What will hurt you, Outlander?
Gundol Jeremy to... I guess the Telvanni section? Canton, that's the right word. Canton. Although the game looks a lot better with the lower gamma values that YouTube provides you with. It doesn't look as pretty for me because increasing the gamma value also makes the colors fade out a bit or look a bit less intense, and it takes away from the game, I think. But it should look okay. At least I can see it in the stream here on my phone, and it looks okay. At least to me it looks okay. Get my dimension ready. Oh, okay, 65. I don't think we'll get there in a few more castings, but we'll get close to it. Okay, I hear something aggressive. Sounds a bit like a crocodile, but it's probably just a guar or something. Just in time for the next frame rate dip. It always dips twice. There's one short one, and then it goes back up, and then it goes down again. Now we're kinda... Yeah, now it starts getting back to reasonable degrees. What's that over there? or just some floating I'm not sure that should be there. Although I believe this should also probably be would you have tides here? Probably, yes. So I suppose this would, if there were tides, like if the game had those, this would probably be underwater. Which wouldn't bode well for that bridge. Probably. World map. Yeah, we should be close enough to plug it. Don't tell me I just got back to even hard. Nope. Okay, so apparently that just gave me the journal to look for Nels Lendo in Pelagiat. We'll do that. You there look a bit lost. I've heard about sing of how the rogue stole the lady's heart. Amazing stuff, but I don't believe a word of it. What can I do at Nels Lendo? Nels? He frequents the halfway tavern, I believe. Not that I go there much, mind you. I've just heard he can be found there. Do send my regards, though.
Walk with virtue.
Yes, Outlander.
I really would wish they wouldn't call me Outland anymore. I am the Nerevarine. Hello there. Oh, so now he's all nice and small. Okay.
Searching for special tool. My prices are the best.
Yeah, I don't think they are. So he's a rogue at the very least. We can confirm that. Hello, Anasi. Special friend, let's share a gift, shall we? Ah, yes, I see. Very clever, Anasi's friend, and very fine glove is Elvo's black blindfold. Anasi likes this glove very much, but it is Anasi's gift to her friend, and her friend must keep it. Anasi is very happy that we have shared so many gifts. But that is what friends are for, yes? Okay, so apparently this is the end of Anasi's quest line.
Our sugar is yours.
Which means we have one less thing to do. Nels Lendo was of very little use to us. I don't know what he can teach you. To be honest, I'm not too interested in finding out either way. I'm not gonna pay the pompous bastard more gold for some teaching. Okay, let's not fight this with a lockpick. I'm not good with short weapons. It's like my one weakness. I'm stuck with short weapon. I couldn't fight anything really. What's that? Sedanine? Yes. Huh. Kind of feeling to end the game here as well. Like right where we started. Where is the Artemisatus over there? Should be completely empty by now. Yeah, kind of weird that no smuggler will ever retake those caverns. Apparently they really, maybe they're superstitious. and won't take this place because of what happened to the first ones. They have relocked that gate though. Oh well. Back in Pelagia, do I want to do anything here? Pelagia is kind of a useless place to be fair. It has Anasi, but I think that's everything. This guy was a dreamer. Oh, that's sleeper, right? I think they were sleepers, not dreamers. Anyway, everybody's grateful for us now. And I think I'll be... Wow, each of those is worth 2,000 gold. 2,000 gold for each of those. So Anasi gave us 40 grand worth of throwing stars. That's very generous. I mean, considering we gave her a 4,000 gold robe, she could have had a stupid glove as well. We have Renego's fist. That's a bit better anyway. I think rather than looking for mini quests here, I'll probably just try to find more crypts on Salt's Time. There was at least one more where we got was it Otfrid? I got this skull back for what's his name?
You're alive, sir.
Guided the Mumbling, I think what he was, yeah.
Well, if it isn't you again.
So I'll just go north. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That crypt was a bit further away. It was actually beyond Raven Rock, so we'll go this way.
Raven Rock.
Well, if it isn't you again.
Also, I don't recall if those things there actually made any progress with their construction. I think the walls look a bit higher now, so this... Oh no, they don't. They don't. This looks the same as it did before. I'm also not sure if 2 guards are enough for all of this. Okay. There's a bear. Quite sure I had a... There was a barrow somewhere here. Let's shoot that bear. Not with those obscenely expensive throwing stars, we'll just use the regular arrows for that. That was quick. I always feel a bit worried when I walk into a collection of trees like this. So I'm always sure there's something in there. A Spriggan or a horde of Reeklings. Just something. There's a Spriggan over there. See it? Right there. Can I actually kill it thrice before I can... or before it reaches me? Well, almost. Almost. But not quite. What are these guys made of that they can withstand an arrow? With their bare skin. should be a barrow somewhere nearby. I think there should be. That looks barrowy. Yeah, there's a Colbion barrow. Which was the one where we had to fight that... No, it was not that... Have we been in there? We might have already been in here. No, we had to fight the Valbrander Draugr, not the Kolbion Draugr. There's a lot of Stalrim in here. I will have that. There's a whole lot of 3 Stalrim here. I found a motherlode. I should probably taken a note or something. Actually do that now. If I double click here, is it double click? I think it was double click. Space now. I used to make to put a marker here. I would have liked to actually mark this as visited. Just like leave a marker here saying, yep, I've been here, I've looted this place. There's nothing more to be found here. Yeah, throw a spell at me. Lovely, thank you. That just restored all my magicka. So whatever spell she threw at us, it was amazingly and totally worth it. Kinda like those freezer hacks now. There's like another barrow over there. It's really hard to tell sometimes which parts of Solstheim are kinda naturally grown and which bits have been placed by the Nord to mark something or another. Like a very, very famous tree, or can't harvest that. some very pretty bit of land. That all seems to be part of the Colbion barrow. There's another barrow. STEPWIND. Have we been in that one? Not sure we have. So we'll go in there and find out on our own. I think we have it in Luke's Stern barrow, not in the STEPWIND. Hello there, Hector. I've been wondering when you would show up again as well. Although I haven't been streaming too much over the holidays, sadly. I would have liked to have wrapped up Morrowind long ago, or like, maybe not long ago, but like last week, and I didn't manage it. By the way, one of the quest rewards from his scene is actually the ability to summon one of those bone wolves. I think it's for the first one, when basically when you get the ability to summon a wolf, this spell will give you a bone wolf instead, and then the scene will give you that spell instead. Which is kind of useless because you can't do that as a werewolf. So how have you been doing, Hector? Where did my lockpicks go? I also think this won't be the last episode in the Morrowind livestream, because I actually have to get up early tomorrow. On a Sunday of all things. Not because I want to go to church, but because I have to meet up with my beekeeping student. It's punch the chest open. Okay, one more arrow for us. Two more arrows for us. And a hammer. I know it's just an apprentice's hammer, but I want all of those. Salt's Time has a distinct shortage of those, so we'll take those hammers. Every single one of them. What's that? Nordic mail cuirass. It's kind of nice. Okay, this place here, not trapped. Why do I have a knife? Drop that. That sounds kind of nice. Also, this one coin, this lucky old man's lucky coin, it really bothers me that it's not in the pile with the 63,000 other coins I have. So much for a lucky coin. Hardwood. If that makes you feel better, I haven't been in a sauna in ages as well. Actually, I can't recall when I have been there. I know I have been in a sauna before, but I can't for the life of me tell you when it was. Oh no, that one's still alive, that one's still alive. It's not. Okay. This guy is... I think I have to fix my bow. I have, but not too long. As I said, it's been, I think, over 10 or even 15 years ago, so I can't remember it anymore. I know it was very, very hot, and then you get into a very, very cold water. And that's all I know about saunas. I know it's supposedly very healthy, and the Finnish love it. I also know that there is apparently a sauna... there are sauna clubs, which is weird. Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, seriously. Wolf and Bear hate me as well. Lovely. You know what? Have some Snow Princess Spear treatment. Gosh, this spear sucks so much. It sucks so bad. I'll have to drop that off. I'll have to drop that spear off. And it's a one of a kind, so we'll not drop it off somewhere in the wilderness. We'll actually drop it off in our home. Also, we have given the skull the gift of animals, just so we can take it away again. One animal at a time if need be. Huh, that went well. I think if your circulation, or if your system is already kind of weakened and not in the best status, then yes, I don't think saunas are very healthy for you. Might actually do the very opposite and get you killed, although I'm not an expert, so yeah. You're also not supposed to overdo it, which I think many people are prone to, especially younger people are very prone to just overdoing it because they want to impress their mates and show off how long they can last in a sauna. And I think that's an especially unhealthy condition then. Look at that, I'm out of arrows. Also, how many things have been spawned here? How many bloody things have been spawned here? There's this hag, there's this, the wolf. There's another freezer hag over there. And a spriggan right there. I think if I headshot them, they will die almost instantly. Okay, that one's down. She has hit our stats though. There are more types of sauna. I only know there is a Finnish type of sauna, or the Finnish sauna. I'm not sure what it entails though. Spriggan shooting. Okay, forget that. Can I draw my sword now? I think she still has one more life. There it is. I don't seem to care about frost magic too much. I thought my sword was a bit more translucent. Ah, I didn't count the Turkish type as a sauna. I think this is more like a Turkish bath, but I wasn't aware it counts as a sauna. Some reavers there. We don't want to deal with those now. I think we found most of the barrows on this part of Solstheim, so let's move up. I don't think you're supposed to stand in those for very long anyway, because it's really hot and let's just say the human body is not meant to be in such conditions for very long. Okay, forget that. Marksman training. I swear these rules are growing worse by the minute. Way too many of those here. Okay, one shot. How did I miss that? What's going on with that wolf? Okay, so now we're hitting it. There's one more wolf over there. Of course, I had to miss. Okay, well, no arrows again. I think that just reflected my spell back at me. How annoying. Let's go in here. I think the only type I've ever been to was a Finnish sauna, so it was the hot and cold thing. Anything I can shoot at those Reeklings? I don't want to waste my... I don't want to use those, because I think Reeklings can repel magic. Or reflect it. And you don't want to be stunned for 20 seconds. Also to self-fix your bow. In fact, let's do that now. Along with all our other kit. A Reekling Cave. How nice. Okay, can I get that arrow back? I can. Lovely. I'm not sure if that chance scales with your marksmanship, by the way. Okay, was that worth it? Why did we enter this cave to begin with? What's in here for me? Worst case, it's just a bunch of growls. Where's my open door? We have a lot of magicka, so I might as well use that. Also, it was said that silver weapons deal twice the damage against the werewolves. Looking at this now, double that damage is about what the Sword of Nerevor did without the fire damage. So I don't think it made much of a difference there. Okay, as long as I get at least one hammer out of those adventures, I'm actually happy with those caves. They gave me more hammers than most of the blacksmith shops here. So maybe that is the trick on how to keep your stuff in good shape on Sol's time. Just keep looting all the caves for the hammers. Sadly, no more barrows. It would kind of make sense for Morrowind to actually give you like an ability to summon Stalrim. Like, there should be a spell to summon Stalrim. The Skull could teach you that, and you could then harvest it. But I think it's a bit more complex. Maybe they also forgot how to make it. Okay, anything over there? Yes, that's a Raven Rock. That's a Project Grove. Okay, I'm half tempted to actually, really say we'll... to really put the rest of the episode for tomorrow. Or the rest of Morrowind for tomorrow. Did I make a Pokemon joke in this Let's Play already? I think I did at the very beginning. I said that you had a limited move set, like three moves, and that was it. So it's a bit like Pokemon. I've done it now, so that'll count. Yeah, look at that. Note that now that we have fixed our bow again, we can one-shot those wolves. I think that highlights the need for your equipment to be in good shape quite nicely. There's a wolf somewhere in that grass, or behind that bush. I forgot I'm not using magical arrows anymore. So now it actually pays off to loot those bodies. Not really. Well, some of them maybe. Ah, seriously? How many bloody wolves are here? Okay. You get a hammering. And you get a hammering. Plenty of hammering for all of you. Where's that last one? Over there. Come here. Okay, it's kind of annoying if the game just gives you way more of one thing to deal with, as opposed to making them any more difficult. It's never really a concept I was very, very fond of when games were giving you a certain activity to challenge you, and you basically showed you had done it, you knew how to do it. The game just goes, yeah, okay, we'll ramp it up now. Now you do it just 20 times. And that's not a good difficulty curve. That's not a good progression. That's just repetition. It doesn't make the concept more engaging. It doesn't make it more fun. And just giving you more of it doesn't make it better inherently. That's a weird misconception many people seem to have lately. Or not lately. Generally. Freeze hag. Let's see if we can shoot her. Yeah, one shot. But you have to aim for the head. I also been at my beehive today, and of course I got stung. So the first thing they did, they stung me in the ear. They usually go for the face, but this time went for the ear for some reason. There was also only one. Then I ended up getting into my veil, and the stinging stopped. They didn't go for the hands or anything. I think it was just one bee that's I don't know, maybe I watched a Rambo movie. Rambi movie? Sorry. I'll show myself out. Anyway, yeah, I got stung, so there's my monthly dose of apitoxin. And tomorrow I'll have to help my student with his sample. We need to send a sample to the lab to check for American foul brood. I did mine today, but I'll take his sample tomorrow as well with him, and that one alive, no, that one's dead, that one's alive, behind that tree. And, yeah. I guess we'll also look through his hive and then see how the bees are doing. There was a Rickling here. World Complete has no Rickling. I'll die in a fire for all I care. Anyway, yeah, so we have to do this. Then I'll have to get those. I'll probably do this tomorrow-ish. I have to get those to the... It's not the Alpha Throne, it's just a big mountain. I have to get this to the lab. Ooh, the Fit-colored peak. Let's go up there. Not sure there's anything up there worth it. I'm not sure if I should teach it really. It's more like a mentoring thing, because in the city area beekeeping is kind of trending. People want to learn it, but there aren't enough beekeepers actually teach it, or that actually feel like they can deal with, or that want to deal with younger beekeepers. So even though I don't consider myself to be very experienced, I mean I'm only doing this in my 3rd year now, I have beekeeping students. Like 2 or 3, depending on how you count them. Damn it. I'm so bad at archery sometimes. And they say mounted targets are easier to hit because you have the mount and the target. So yeah, one of them is a bit more, I wouldn't say in need of help, but this is something that I'd like to show him once, and then he can do this on his own. Taking a sample is not that difficult, really. I wouldn't call them apprentices. It's not like they're helping me that much. Or I'm having anything really from them. Apprenticeship is something that you actually get paid. And I'm not getting paid anything. I should probably start charging people, because I'm getting a lot of people who ask me for to do that, mostly because there's also a practical side. It's not just because they want me to teach them shit, it's also because there is a bonus paid by the government for people who wish to pick up beekeeping, and they have to have a mentor. So they have to have somebody who signs their papers, who is not related to them, as far as either of us is aware, and who basically signs who signs for them that they have learned beekeeping from you, and that you have shown them everything, that they have set up everything properly. And that's one of the reasons why people want those mentors. And I have a bit of a... let's call it quality assurance issues. Like, I want to make sure that if I sign for you as your mentor, that I also get to spend time with that person at their beehives and then actually make sure that they are prepared. It's not just I will sign for them, but I also want to make sure that they are actually prepared. I mean, it's not like anyone really, when they mess up, anyone goes and looks at their papers and says, yeah, who taught you that shit? And then they would get... right, that's... right, the Whitcard Peak. Yeah, the Wolfsbane flower here is a flower you have to pick if you want to get rid of the lycanthropy. There's a bunch of fetch quests, and this is one of them. There are no crypts here, though. No barrows, apparently. Kind of shocking. I was hoping for 1 or 2. But apparently we're out of luck. So yeah, that's why I'm not taking any more people, even though more people actually ask me. It's also probably because my bees are kind of exposed. Many beekeepers have their hives in a private location, where, like, in their private garden. So nobody else actually sees them there, and nobody else sees those bees there. Or most passerbys don't, and mine are on a very busy place. So yeah, people will often inquire the gardeners where I'm working, or I'm not working, where I have my bees, about them, and of course they will go, yeah, will, or you can ask him. They give them my numbers and well, my phone number. One telephone, one phone number. I only have one phone number. What's that? Past that caves. Ooh, that's crypt. Haha, nice. And then I get new beekeeping students. I don't ask for it, but I get them. But yeah, I should probably start charging them. Okay, we have not been here, but this cave is bloody empty. Have we been in here? No. I was careful if I don't see anything in those caves. Yeah, this place completely devoid of anything. Huh. Okay, there are 3 doors. We'll pick the left one first. Huh. Ebony mace, nice. Huntsman longsword, eh? Looks kind of fancy. Let's see that. Okay, correction, it looked kind of rusty. I'll drop that again. But just in case we need one, we now know where it is. I should also get a better lock-picking spell. Ooh, more hammers. Lovely. And some slippers. Wonderful. Okay, what's in here? Some money and a rubbish potion. Let's pick door number 3. Good health potion, we'll take that. So many lockpicks. Okay. Why would this guy not drink his meat when he was going to die anyway? Arrows, arrows, and a rubbish sword. Ah, there we have a Draugr. At long last we found the Draugr. Don't want to use those. Expensive. Are you friendly, perchance? Nope, you're not. Ever since Aisley, I kinda wonder if we find a friendly Draugr anywhere. Master's lockpick, we'll have that. Huh. That's kind of nice. Yeah, look at that. Very nice shield. Very heavy too. And it doesn't have as much condition as our glass shield, so I'm not going to pick that up. I like the look of it. Sadly, that seems to be all that there is to this cave. Not a single bit of Stalrim. I would teleport out, but we'd have to walk all over Solstheim again if I did that, so nope. Ain't having that. yeah, that's the way out. Okay, one moment. Okay, I'm back. Okay, we're now in the Mosering Mountains. Let's actually go and see the Morrowind Glacier. There should be nothing changed there, really. That's Castle Karstag. Okay, we've successfully whacked two bristlebacks in the liver, kidneys, somewhere. Kinda hurts. Can attest to that. It does hurt to get hit there. We have some sword fighting techniques that actually go there as well. Well, it's immune to crits. Here's one of them immune to hammering. I'm kind of glad they don't do too much damage on their own. You only really get in trouble if they manage to gang up on you. Which these guys kind of do, because there's a lot of them here. And I imagine Karstag dying didn't actually help them to any great amount of restraint. Let's not try to stab things with a hammer. And I'm fully aware that there is a... Oh, that's fine. Good night, Hector. I'm fully aware that there is an option in the settings that allows you to always use the best attack, but I don't like to use that. It feels a bit too easy. It feels a bit... Yeah, it just feels too easy. Let's go through the Morrowind Glacier and see if we can find perhaps traces of that Daedric ruin that we've been crossing there. So far there's nothing here. We have something that will allow us to explore the place very efficiently. Boots of the Apostle. Okay, let's go up. It used to be quite a remarkable glacier here. Should have probably visited that before we've gone to the... before we went to the... I think I'm not supposed to see it like that. Before the events of the prophecy. Yeah, because right now it looks like a bit of the glacier is not quite where it's supposed to be. And Hussein the Shrine is somewhere below that. I wish I could have taken over the training of those guards. They would have been there in no time. I would have even paid for their equipment. Like, I would have given them a spear. Okay. Now what to do? There don't seem to be any real, love the color of Castle Karstag. It's a bit too baby bluish though. Like I think that's not a color I would go for if I were to build a menacing looking castle. That's just baby blue. So this is a castle I look at and I think, oh yeah, congrats, it's a boy. Whereas in the cave it looks a bit better. It looks a bit more menacing. It looks a bit more beautiful. I don't want to say cooler because it's still ice, either way. And yes, I know that pun was intended. Oh, so now we're taking critical damage. He's writing get. I know we're probably not supposed to walk around here like we own the place, but I can afford it. Not the brightest of those Ricklings. And that's basically what I meant. You shouldn't have to just go through 5 Ricklings if you can handle 3. But since we have to waste time, I might as well level up my skills again. Okay, there's a cave. What's this cave good for? Fructa. Or fract. Ooh, skeletons. I haven't seen those in a while. Is that cave somehow related to Udifract? I'm not going to try to talk to those guys, by the way. Skeletons never seem to be friendly. They go down to a good hammering, though. Those corpses have been looted. That's never a good sign. What's stuck to the ceiling there? Oh, it's a body. That's reassuring. Did you just break that shield in one go? Yeah. Nice. Why has that guy been pinned to the ceiling? So what's that sword? Nordic Silver Claymore, nice. I didn't want to levitate up there. I think levitating there would have meant we'd have to lose our sneaking, and that would have attracted all those skeletons that are left. What's that? Just a hat. Ooh, a huntsman crossbow. Kind of strange to see, because it would appear the huntsmen were more of the primitive sort. They had a hammer. They also had dwarven crossbows. Very nice. Okay, so this cave has very little for us as well. Yeah, just a filler cave. Sad but true. This cave is just a filler. Also, the bitrate is dying again. Was that guy there before? Don't think he was. Okay, we've explored most of Sol's time. I am happy with that. That's great. Charge! Those guys were just flying. Also, this is Shotman's Bane, so there should be another snow wolf, but I don't want to fight them there. I really don't feel like fighting them there. Hopefully we're recling over there. Oh, there's another snow wolf. Oh, very nice of him. Although to be fair, I'm not sure where the connection is between moving like laterally and attacking this way and moving differently and attacking another way. That's something I never really got to wrap my head around. I know how you move for what attack, but I never really understood why that would be a thing. Like, it would make sense to give you some sort of control, and that was just the easiest thing to pull off, but still. It doesn't feel the most natural to me. Let's see if my Starroom stuff is ready. Might also have finished Berthia's quest soon. But I'm half tempted to just go into my hut in the Skull village and just rest a few days and need to bugger all. Oh, really? Easier than what? It wasn't too difficult. Let's actually look at my restoration skill. 92. 93. Okay, so self-made spells do give you a skill. I thought they wouldn't, but apparently they do. Okay, Einar.
Have you found a Stalrim armor, friend?
Oh, wonderful. My boots. Can I get some more? I would like a helm. Ah, damn. He's now taking his time. I could also request a weapon as well. They can work at the same time, I think. Can I actually get a Starrim bow? Be nice. Do I have any Starrim left? That's like the only weapon I would like to have here. A Starrim bow. Go to my alchemy ingredients, which should be over here. Huh. Yes, we still have plenty of Starrim. Are you there?
Have you found
Have you come for
Stalrim
Stalrim
armor,
weapons, friend?
Oh, you can't make me a bow, that sucks. Never mind then. I hear a wolf. So, what else has been going on? Apparently people hate Channel Awesome now. I'm a bit undecided on that entire thing, to be fair. That quite has a huge house.
It is an honor, blood.
On that, I actually like Nostalgia Critic. I enjoy the show. I've been one of the... I think I've been following them since 2010. I like the site. Some of the stuff they did was great and utterly hilarious. At least to me. I know I have a weird sense of humor, but to me it was hilarious. And on the other hand, yeah, people notice that businesses aren't nice, and that's something that I don't feel should be surprising anyone, really. If people are making money, if people are having a business, then they will make decisions that will make them money. And those decisions often don't mean they're the ones that make people happy, that are in favor of the employees or anything. And it shouldn't surprise anyone, really. I mean, of course, it's sad, and especially the bits about harassment that were brought up there are sickening, but all the business stuff, I think that's normal. I mean, you guys voted a freaking businessman into as a president, so you shouldn't be surprised that business people aren't nice. Okay, journal has been updated. This was the third phase of construction. Haven't we set through like 5 phases of construction already? So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to make of this. Some of that stuff also seems a bit weird, and it's also a bit late. Like, you can't really complain about stuff that happened in 2012 and 2018 if it's not really severe. And don't get me wrong, I think it's alright to be a douche just because you're a businessman, okay? Should clarify that. Oh, look at that, they even got some, really. You are making Eben ore here, and you give these people steel. I could kill them by looking at them funny. Okay, I'm the Neverine, but still. You give them have you been in their minds? It would cost you only a fraction of that Eben ore to make them good kit. And you equip them in trash cans. Oh well. Okay, I'm going to ask you to stay close to me for a while. I've heard rumors that I'm to be assassinated, and as you can imagine, I'd like to prevent that, okay? It's not that I value my own life so highly, but that without me here, there will be no one to directly oppose Kalia's actions. Just stay close for a while, we'll figure out what's going on soon enough, okay? I will save here. And to those who have recently joined this live stream, yes, I have indeed saved the game 558 times. So now I have to stay close to. How long?
I see this land suits you. We welcome you freely.
Oi!
Well, it couldn't get worse, could it? You're mine. What?
Huh. Okay, let's heal him.
You're a lifesaver.
I don't think I can summon anything without them getting pissed at me. I can. I can, most certainly. Chip away at their health. They don't seem to be aiming for me. Let's make sure Falco stays alive. Although he doesn't seem to be that worried about this. Oh well. Getting skills left, right and center. Lovely. Now I know I could actually go with my... I actually have a bow as well. And this would be a good time to bring in those poison grip arrows, wouldn't it? Get. Okay. Looks like I won't be assassinated today, okay. You've protected me well, and I appreciate it. Here, take this. It's the only one like it, as far as I know. Oh, and your usual compensation. And a lot of health potions. Okay, let's get a new assignment here. You've done more than enough for now. You've kept me from being assassinated, and I can't thank you enough. Give us a day or two to get back on our feet, and... Seriously? Well, he had plenty of arrows. He was decked out with arrows. That's something I gotta give them. How about that shield? It's probably apparel. It only has a condition of 400. I'm not sure if it generally lasts longer than this glass shield. It looks prettier though. I actually like it. We'll try it out, but I think 400 condition is not going to last us very long. We'll kind of go through shields very, very quick. Okay, even you two are still alive. Huh.
A warm welcome to you.
Okay. So no notes or anything. It looks like Carnius has been a bit more careful. I think we can safely assume it's Carnius' work. So what has been built here? Let's check if there are new buildings. Maybe there are new quests here as well. This place is not new. This is those two things here are new. Three things. This is Grothian Karelius' house. A vacant house, nice. Arthur Flaccus' house. And the Garner's Uvalen's house, okay. Apparently there is no second bar for the place. I think we'll get this house. I distinctly remember you do get a house for later. Or when you basically finish this up, you will get a house in Ravenrock, so you'll have plenty of those. Someone could have actually disposed of those brigands. So I think this tree here, yeah, it looks a bit deader now. I'm not sure how it looked before, but I think those trees did look a bit healthier before. So that's interesting, I guess. Huh. Okay, let's actually go to the bar and or to the inn and buy a bed there. We received quite a lot of money, and actually traveling to Solstheim is very profitable. Either way. First I want to go to blacksmith. We have a sword we can sell. I think that's a blacksmith. Yeah. Does she also have new stuff? No. 10,000 gold. That's quite a lot of cash. In fact, it's enough to buy this sword from us. We don't need another glass sword. If I want to level my swordsmanship, I will go with True Flame. The Spirit of the Snow Prince will not sell. I'm not going to keep it either, but I'm not going to sell it here. Anything I want? No. I'm going to give you those 300 gold then, or 400 almost. So I don't feel like buying like a junk axe from her.
Don't know what I'd do without you.
Maybe build a wall. Falco, build a bloody wall. Could also build a regular one, but build a wall. Also keep his brigands out. Okay, so you actually seem to have something useful to do now.
Well, if it isn't you,
Okay, I also not call it he doesn't bother us directly.
nicest people I met.
If the guy actually sends assassins, that's okay. It's not directly, but it's bothering as directly. It's as bothering as it gets. Fine. Let's have 10 gold here. Last room on the right. We haven't actually rested in an inn for ages. I'm not sure when was the last time we actually had to pay an inn. This is the last one on the right. I'm not sure I'd ever want to use those chests, because I don't think you can get this stuff back. I don't think the room is emptied when you leave. But yeah, this stuff, this door is technically locked again. You can always unlock it and basically break into the room you once had. Let's sleep here for 12 hours. I think you basically, as long as you don't leave the place, you can keep this room for as long as you want. I don't feel like wasting 2 more days here, so we'll just rest. Basically take a long vacation. How's my skills looking? 8 out of 10, okay. 11 points in strength. We would totally be able to get a good modifier there, although it's capped at 5, so... Come on now. But now we're getting places. Let's check for new assignment. Also kind of silly with the last one that he wouldn't let us go to that assassin and ask us to stay close, even though it was clearly the last one the quest provided. Okay, Falco. In his continuing effort to make life as difficult as possible, Kanyus has sent word that several silver longswords have arrived. He refuses, however, to have them sent out to us. Can you get them? I believe Constance Atreus should have them at Fort Frostmoth, okay? Who is Constance Atreus? Oh well, we'll be there in a jiffy. Okay, what would be Constance Atreus? Now that he is Constance Atreus, I would suppose he's at the armory. Wait, do I have to carry the bloody things? That's Xenofaustus, that's a guard. Let's... Oh, was it that guy who was using that trap on us earlier?
The pleasure is all mine.
You stop staying in the way. Are you Constance Atreus? Yes. Oh. So you're here about the swords? Huh, well, here you go. I don't know if they'll be of much help to the likes of you. Okay, well, you're a friendly sword. Punch you in the face right now.
Yes. Did you want something?
It just barely didn't overweigh us. I think even I could forge better swords, though. Not that I can forge anything, really. The armorer skill is merely a maintenance skill here. Not Magica. Let's fix that. Right, somebody had to burn all his Magica to find off an assassin. Why do we need 3 silver longswords, though? The guards seem to be well equipped anyway, and what do we need those swords for, mate? We've been victims of a Scarlet attack, really? I don't understand it. We've never had problems with them before. But 10 or so of them attacked us almost immediately after you left. We put up a better fight than they were expecting, I think, and so they took refuge in the mine. There are workers in there. I need you to go in and make sure they're safe. Kill all the Nords if you have to. My men are my top priority. Yeah, you sure that's a Scarlet attack? I mean, we know it is Scarlet. This is all very questionable. You still need those 3 things. The 3 swords.
You will die where you stand.
Oh, will I? Huh. That is authentic Scarlet armor, though. There's 2 of them.
You're growing weak.
Rather sturdy guys, the Scarlet. I'm not sure if I like this shield. Like, this occupies a whole lot of space on the screen.
You should have picked an easier opponent.
I believe one of them actually had a note on them. I don't think this guy would have actually attacked them.
You should have picked an easier opponent.
But we have kind of a bit of saying with the Skull. Considering we were technically one of them. Although not quite completely one of them. But we are considered among them. And we are highly regarded among them as well. So...
Fool.
Also, none of them has a surname. All Skulls seem to have surnames. Also, there's nobody see it as a bit too much of a coincidence that there is supposed Skull attacked right after the after I left for those 3 silver longswords.
It'll be your blood here, not mine.
I disagree.
Give in. You're dead already.
Okay.
Well met.
Do you know anything about this Scarlet attack that you've apparently been witnessing very, very, unmoved? Okay, there are more.
This is too easy.
Okay. The shield is holding surprisingly well.
Run while you still can. Should have picked an easier opponent. You're growing weak.
I wonder why they're not throwing axes, though. They're throwing stars, throwing darts. Tattered note. Land somewhere northeast of the colony. Wait until number 12 has left the site. Dark Elf can be identified based on descriptions previously provided. Kill everything living in the colony. Or every living thing in the colony. Be sure to leave behind some Skull armored weapons. There needs to be evidence readily available should the Empire choose to investigate. Payment will be delivered at the designed designated meeting point once proof of the task's completion is presented. Okay. Oh, Carnius, Carnius, Carnius. Okay. Do I need to go into the abandoned shaft as well? They did a horrible job at killing everything here. Oh, now there are also roots. Oh, those are roots. Okay, I get this. Those are actual roots now. They weren't there before. Let's sweep them wide again. So, nothing in here. Except tons of ebon ore.
Greetings to you. A pleasure to meet you.
Let's go over there quickly. Anyone left here? No. We now finally have proof that Carnius, or somebody with the letter C, is involved in this, and, well, let's face it, there's only one suspect, really. I don't think I have to beat around the bush. Bethesda never was really subtle with their writing there. Which is kind of weird. They do a lot of very, very blunt writing, very, very easy, spottable puzzles and intrigues and plots. I really don't know why Falco would suspect the Scar to begin with, but anyway, but there's also very, very little consequence, very little impact in anything you do. I mean, yes, people call you an Everine and they are happy with what you did, but they never ask you, okay, what about the foreigners now? What about you're supposed to kick those out? Like, what about those? What about this part of the prophecy? Are you going to do that now? And I think this is a bit that they bothered to write in, but never really resolved. Go. There. Oh, now I think that something doesn't seem right. Wait, what's that note? That was on one of the notes? Here, let me have it. Give me a moment to read it. Okay. Don't say you need 2 days for that again.
It's not one thing, it's another.
We've been had. This wasn't really a Scarlet attack. It was mercenaries dressed up like them to fool us. If they'd succeeded, the whole thing would have been blamed on the wrong people. This stinks of Carnius, and it's time you confront him. Take this note, show him the proof you've got of his involvement. Okay, we can do that.
Well met, friend.
Let's not go there with the drawn-out weapon. There is no need for such things, but I want to see if my shield... It actually seems to be a bit sturdier than the shield. Like, it doesn't seem to lose condition points that quick. How did I get through there? It was in a massive feat of acrobatics. Well, Deputy, it's a bit of a surprise to see you. You weren't supposed to survive the Scarlet attack.
You're hardly a match for me.
You ruined everything, do you realize that? All that work, all the money I spent on to get that equipment and to get those men there. All of it wasted, and it's all your fault. Boy, that's a nice mace you have there. A lot of health as well. Should probably have checked who of us is Nerevarine and who isn't. I have killed gods, literally. Why would you give me that message now? Like, seriously, why would I get this message? Okay, let's just load this. I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay, let's not load this. Let's put that away. Take those potions. I should have saved the game before attacking him. At least this guy's a bit more friendly now.
Yes. Did you want
Okay. Falco. Kupokinz is dead. I'm sorry. I didn't think it would come to that. You've lived through it, and Raven Rock will be a better place for it. Now someone needs to be put in charge. I know I don't want the job. You're next in line for it, so I'll make sure the paperwork goes through. You're now the factor of Raven Rock Division of the East Empire Trading Company. Congratulations. Hooray! So, any more assignments? There's nothing that needs your attention right now, Factor. Perhaps when the construction is finished there will be something to address, but not now. Okay, so we are now the factor of the East Empire Trading Company. Hooray! I think the last bit of construction will actually be... also my certificate is now... Oh, Constance can check the certificate for me. Okay, fine. Yeah, I think the last bit is actually a house for me. Which is not that big, like, it's a regular house. Somewhere over there. But we'll probably sit through it as well. We'll just rest for 2 more days, and I know I could also grab my stuff from the guy in Thirsk.
greetings? How do you do? May we talk?
I need to buy those beds again. Beds, yes. New save game. Just in case, if worse comes to worse, I'll load back into this, but I think this message should not be important because Kupokinz's death was inevitable. Okay, let's rest for 2 full days. Full days. Okay, now we can check again. Where would Falco be? It's a guard. Falco, over there. Okay, any new assignments? Oh, this is hardly an assignment, but I do have one last thing to ask of you. There's a matter of your estate that needs to be settled. Okay, my estate. The plans would have been on the table for quite some time. Kanyas just never got around to doing anything about it. It was clear he never had any intention of staying. It is now your choice, however. I've put Alden Berendus in charge of the construction team. You should find him and have him explain the situation to you. Okay? Alden Berendus. Construction site. Construction site looks like it's over there? No. Where would a construction site live? So I think that's why these torches are here. Ah, you. Oh yes, I'm here about the estate indeed. Well, it's a little complicated. At least it is for me. So I've done as much as I can to make it real easy. See, there's 3 possible locations we could build on. You need to choose one, so I set up torches at each of the places. You just take me to the torch at the place you want it built at and say the word. Let me know when you're ready to get started and I'll follow you. Okay, so we'll find those 3 torches. There's one over there, we've seen that already. Is there one near the coast? I kind of want to have a... be able to look at the sea. I think this is where they basically got a bit into the mood to experiment with stuff and basically let you choose how to do this. Also finally got at least a bit of a wall here. Yeah, they actually built a wall. Look at that. It's not the most pretty construction. Also has a about man-sized hole. But it's a wall nonetheless. Why can't I build here? Wouldn't this be a prime location as well? Oh, I can. There's the second torch. And the third one is over there. I think I'll take this one. It's near the coast, near the very easily passable bit in the wall with a bear behind it. I'll take this one. Okay, you there. No, you there. Over there is also not too bad. Ah, yes, follow me, please. Yeah, I'll take this one. You coming? Hurry up, mate. I wanted this to be my house. But not this bit of snow, but this is the place. Okay. Yes, build it here. What the factor wants, the factor gets. I'll see to it that work gets started real soon on this, but I'll probably take a few days to be completed. Just so you know, I'd say at least 5, provided we'll have to learn to work. If you keep coming back, it may slow us down more. Okay, fine. It might actually be a good idea to go to Thirsk. I'm really not sure what Carnias would be good for in terms of the main quest or the prophecy. I think this was just a bug. So now I'm going to sleep in Thirsk because I do want to get my wolf and bear armor ready. Well, probably only the bear armor. I know I could have done this while I was resting here as well. Probably should have done it, but screw it. Now it's done, now it's happened this way. We'll roll with it. It's not like we're going to wear this armor anyway. For once I'm not accosted by stuff constantly. He said as he charged into a pack of wolves. Oh boy, that's a lot of wolves. At least I can check my shield theory. Okay, is that all of them now? Nope, the ice shield is not doing too well here. Look at it. It has taken a fair amount of damage. I still like it. It's a very nice shield. Seriously. So the plan is to make the rest of our Cell Time stay mostly a snow fun vacation. Although snow fun is more of a relative term here. We should also have money in Thirsk to be collected. They should have had their mead now. Going totally the wrong direction. They should have their mead now, so we should be able to... Cave of Hidden Music. Let's steal a gap arrow. Okay, Thirsk. Smack east now. Should there were more barrows on Solstheim in general, but apparently there weren't. I'm a bit shocked. That bear seems to be not interested in us right now. Let's leave it that way. I don't need to kill everybody. Bear here. Come on. So what's up now? Brickling? I know. I swear the game just spawns by things behind me somewhere. Okay. So I think the guy we've met here last time around the Lake Fjelding might even be this guy here. This is the Ristark guy, yeah. I think the other guy we met here might have been one of the Hunters of Thirsk, who I did send out to hunt for furs and stuff. There. Why did I get those back to the skull? Like, seriously. I'm not quite sure we've seen some snow wolves before, or at least one of them before we finished the gifting ritual. So it's like we actually returned any animals to Solstheim. Come on. Where? What? Who? Why? Seriously, this one little puny reclick. Come on. Gotta be joking. Gotta be joking. Okay.
My lord, I can craft armor worthy of a chieftain.
Give me that armor, please. Now we have a left gauntlet as well. Lovely. We'll put that in here. We need some pants. Make me some greaves, please. 5 grand for a pair of pants. I hope they're good. I'm quite sure they are. Okay, do we have any profit?
All hail the chieftain of Thirsk, slayer of the Udafrecht. May the mead flow forever.
Okay, didn't we set an order from Skyrim? Oh, so I have to... Okay. Can I collect profits then? We haven't had any profits. Alright, yeah, place a new order. And the hunters have returned as well. Wonderful. Okay, do I still have those 3, I think I still have those silver longswords. Which nobody ever needed. Okay. Oh yeah, they put them... heads over here, and we have gotten some meat as well. Oh yeah, 3 shipments of meat. That is a lot of meat. Okay, let's rest here for a night. And get our pants. What was that? I don't think I need to send out the hunters again, so we'll leave them. But I'd like to send them out to kill all the bristlebacks. Create some nice recipe with them and woohoo! So we need boots and a helm.
My lord, I can craft armor worthy of a chieftain.
I would hope so. Snow Bear Greaves. Look kind of impressive. I like this armor, I really do. It's a good armor. Medium armor. It's not the greatest, but it's kind of fine. There's nothing to not like about it. So let's just take another nap, do what a good chieftain does, and take a long nap. And grab the next piece of armor next day. Okay, wonderful. Now, if you could get me a helm, that'd be great.
My lord, I can craft armor worthy of a chieftain.
Okay. Let's take all this stuff. And, can I get all this done with a feather spell? Probably not going to be quick enough. I do remember this thing in Surface City where we had to be really quick. It was so annoying. Okay, we'll put that armor now, I think right over here. So, Eurus. Greaves. Right, nicely. Boots, which are apparently made for walking, as I hear is usually the case for boots. Left gauntlet and the right pauldron and the right gauntlet, which will always look the other way around. Let's put Elvil's black blindfold in here. Don't think it's an artifact for the museum in Mournhold either. So we almost have a full set of bear armor. Okay, the estate is finished now. Let's just recall. We'll not get to see the helm. Okay, I wanted to have it over there. This one there looks big. I like it. Okay, it is big. It is very big. I have my own set of drums. Nice. I have a hammock. Lovely. Can't seem to use that, but I have it. I have clutter. Lovely. I am the reigning champion of clutter, so that's only appropriate. And I have my own box. Lovely. Even have 2 boxes. Nice. So yeah, this is the Factor's estate. You can also hang out in the... I can't hang out in the rafters. But yeah, it's a nice little house. Obviously, you got more points of interactions with that in Skyrim. I can't really sit down or anything here. The only thing I can interact with is the bed. And of course I can pick up all this clutter. I think I have some more, some fancier silverware, but I'm happy with what I got here. It's a very nice house. Thank you, Falco. What do we have you? And I think the stock certificate is worth like 20 grand by now. It doesn't go any further. At least I don't think it will go any further. This colony is profitable as all hell. Can you... Reassignment? No. Okay, yeah, you outrank me. I cannot give you assignments. Wonderful. So, let's go back to our house. And wrap this up. And yeah, Solstheim has a ridiculous density of your estates. As I said, you have the house in... Oh, you there. Hello there. I do, but could you move to other place? No, just kidding, it's fine. It's fine. Don't hide the Morag tongue. Feel free to hide the Morag tongue on me. I am the Morag tongue. Okay, so while we're sending here, I think we have reached the pinnacle of achievement in Morrowind. Almost. We could just go and recall a bit more and become the master mystic of the Imperial cult. Why don't we do that while I wrap this up? Oh no, let's not. Let's leave this for those of you who wish to play the game themselves. We have reached almost everything. We are very skilled with lots of things. We're good mystics. We're decently decent with the bow. We're a really good shot. Master sneaks. Would also be master pickpockets, even though we have not really pickpocketed a single thing. At least not intentionally. Quite good at blunt weapons as well, so that would have also been close to 100 if I were to... if I had spent those last 8 to 10 days not just resting, but actually actually walking around on Solstheim, fighting things, training, and so on, I would have probably mastered at least this blunt weapon. Probably even more than that. However, as it stands, we didn't have it. I've never really gotten good with Mercantile. This is one of the skills I just rarely use. It grows so slow and you really don't sell that much because the stuff that's worth selling never actually isn't actually really worth selling because nobody can afford that stuff. At least not in the vanilla Morrowind game. Obviously, in the later add-ons, they changed that by giving the traders way more money. But I think even then, your mercantile attribute still grows too slow with each sale, so it's really not worth it in my opinion. Also, let me give it just one moment. Okay, so I'm back. So yeah, Mercantile, not worth it. Hand to hand, we only learned for this one skill, for this one quest. Yeah, factions, again, the cult is the last thing we have not completely mastered because there is no quest, or I don't think there's a quest that actually gets you there before it's time. Well, actually, let's try that out. Screw it. I want to see that now as well. Let's go with one of those magic potions. This one will do. And then we'll just Elm Seavian and win out of here. So yeah. About 125 hours ago, we started on our quest, at least according to GOG. It kept track of all my playtime, and I think most of it was actually playtime. Come on, I should be at 90 almost. I was not sure if you can block while you have your hands out for spellcasting, or if that is like one case when your shield is definitely gone. It looks like that to me. Come on, how's my mysticism doing? Is that kind of disrespectful towards the gods? I don't know. There we go. We should now also rest on what we've learned. Let's do that. It was about time we got that level up as well. I think we can take any bed. We'll take the small one here. Okay, we'll take this, this, and that. Hello, Meradora. Haven't we seen you before? Over 20 years ago, she said. Thing is, Balada said he was here before Gnesis, and I think one of the older books mentioned Gnesis having a mage's guild in one of the previous eras, so something doesn't work here. Anyway, we want to go to, I guess, Aldrun. Sedanine might be quicker. Not in terms of actual time, but in terms of casting, or in terms of transportation steps.
you like to go?
Take me to Vivek. Now I could have also just
We make a special trip just for you.
gain those last skill points by those last 2 teleportations, which I'm going to do to the Temple of Vivek, and then obviously back to the Imperial Cult. I want to see if they give me something nice for that. Or if I actually get a quest to promote me to Primate of the cult. Okay, Miss Oracle.
Is all mine.
Can you advance me? Woohoo, I'm not a Primate. Can I advance any further? Okay, you have already risen to the highest rank available. It was a lay servant, but we have risen. I think this is a good point to end it. We have now gained mastery in everything but the Warriors or Fighters Guild. So here we are the Factor, Archmage, Knight of the Imperial Dragon, Operative. It doesn't get higher, at least not within the quest. Same here. Grandmaster here, Archmagister here, Primate, Patriarch, and Master Thief. So we have basically united most of Morrowind. On top of being Nerevarin and Hortator. There are some quests that we have not yet dealt with that I'm not going to, because some of those are escort quests, some of those are just minor things, some of those are fetch quests, and I'm not going to do those. We've done the most important and the most fun quests, some of the least fun quests as well, and I don't regret any moment of it. I know I've been harping on the strengths of Morrowind a lot, and I acknowledge that Morrowind has a lot of weaknesses as well. Especially the fact that you keep being accosted by all sorts of just random creatures is not necessarily fun. I don't think it adds too much to the game. Early on, yes, it's a bit dangerous to travel alone, or to travel... You always travel alone, but to travel without the public transportation systems. Later on, it's not too much of a deal, and I think... I don't know, maybe some quest that basically makes the roads safer permanently would have been nice, so at least you don't have all those cliff races. Just reduce the spawn rate for those, and maybe also other things. Although, of course, they had to work with limited AI capabilities back then. Graphically, it hasn't aged too well. Luckily, there are mods to fix that. And, yeah, the writing is just still... I'm gonna say the writing is still partly one of the strengths of Morrowind, because characters actually had a level of depth here. Again, the example of Dagoth is a good one. He's actually a complex villain. He has a history, he has a motivation, he has a plan. You know, okay, he's not trying to destroy the world because that's what he does, which is Alduin's motivation in Skyrim. He destroys... Yeah, that's what he does. Which is, as far as motivations go, the worst. And... Of course, once you know all the quests, once you know what's going to happen next, it does lose a bit of its center, but I enjoyed replaying this, I enjoyed reliving the magic, and I hope you enjoyed this as well. The channel has grown with this live stream quite massively, and I would like to thank you all again for watching, for commenting, for chatting, for subscribing especially, and... I hope you'll enjoy the next live stream I will put up. It's another game from the past, far further from the past, but a game that I grew up with, that I greatly enjoyed, and that I definitely should play. It's another long-standing dream of mine to live stream this and to let's play this on camera. let's play off camera, but to basically let's play this and yeah, broadcast it. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna test how that works tomorrow when I get home. So that's gonna be fun. As I said, I'm hoping you'll enjoy this as well. It's not gonna be the same niche as Morrowind. It's hardly a niche anymore. So yeah, that's gonna happen. So I'm still gonna keep live streaming, but not Morrowind, because yeah, as I said, there is not more to it. There are some minor quests we could do. There may be some more data quests we could do, like Boethiah's quest. We could just sit out. Although I think we might even be able to get it now. I don't know if you get a journal entry for that as well, or if we just missed it. Anyway, yep. Most of the important stuff is done. We've mastered most of the factions, we've dealt with all the main quests, we dealt with all the expansions. And I think that's just, yeah, we're done. And you have to acknowledge when something is over, and in Morrowind this is pretty much the time. Even if we were to loot every smuggler's cave, we wouldn't be challenged anymore. And I can understand why the Nerevarine would actually go and head to Akavir to find the new challenges, because nothing here would actually be stimulating us anymore. It's like a bit like Sherlock Holmes. It's just nothing is stimulating us anymore. We could, yes, we could go and kill those smugglers. We could go and hunt down that breeding netch. We could trace down some Spriggans and what have you, but it's nothing we haven't done before. So yeah, there will be an Oblivion livestream at some point in the future, I hope. Right now I'm a bit limited in terms of cash, so I can't really I can't afford spending money on games at the moment. So we'll have to do with stuff I already have available. Of course, if you absolutely want me to play something, please make sure it's something older, so I can actually run it on my rig here. And of course, if you send me a copy, or if you do that, then I will play a game of your choice, provided there is a provided I can get the permission from the developers or publishers to actually let's play it. Also, what's down here? Maybe I'll go there off camera at some point, but I really don't feel like actually swimming all the way out there for probably nothing. Anyway, yeah, back on topic. Weakness of Morrowind. We've dealt with the creatures and the constant annoying barrage of things that keep hitting you, especially cliff races. We've dealt with the writing, or with the consequence. Like, I think it ends a bit early in terms of the story, because we didn't actually boot out the Imperials. We didn't kick them out. We didn't do that bit. Although I guess it kind of happens on its own when the Red Mountain erupts later on. Yeah, spoiler alert. And yeah, this is a bit annoying, and one of the problems. But it also gave you lots of very excellent quests, even though you probably wouldn't consider them to be the most fun. I absolutely enjoyed most of the quests, like this one temple quest where you actually had to pilgrimage from Vivek to the Sanctus Shrine all the way on the Shergrod Isle. That was a great quest, because it really lets you feel this. It really gives you this sensation of pilgrimage, of getting there, of basically doing this because of your dedication to the temple, to those teachings, even though we probably haven't really read any of the teachings of Vivek. Anyway, it's like this. It's a quest that you can very easily fail by just talking to someone, and yeah, I think it's great. Although I believe you can just restart it if you fail it. Anyway, it's something you need to do, and something that, as I said, I greatly enjoyed doing. I mean, I even did the live stream silent for that purpose, because it lets you get a bit more attached to it, and it lets you Let's just think about the stuff as well. Just to think about what you've achieved, what you're going to do. I just like the very idea of it, and I wish something like that had actually persisted into Skyrim, even though it's probably kind of hard to not talk to people because they actually approach you and talk to you. So yeah, still something like that would have been nice. I mean, there was technically this pilgrimage to the Greybeards, but that I wouldn't count that either because it's not the same. You can bring a friend, you can talk to your friend there, you can. I mean, you're already the Thane of Whiterun by that point, so might as well. Might as well bring Lydia. I think I did, and it was good because I wasn't good with that saber-toothed cat there. Anyway, yep. Other weakness of Morrowind, relative graphics, which weren't always pretty. Yeah, monsters riding partially, even though this was one of the better ones. Aside from that, there aren't probably too many other weaknesses. I mean, the AI kind of sucks, so I think this was the real reason why basically summoning within the city is a crime, just so they get away with having the AI bug out on you. Aside of that, yeah. Also, I think Fallen Zarano is one of those Dungeon fortresses we have never actually been to. We have never actually visited, even though we have the proper index for it. Not sure where we got it from though. There's also another quest we need to hand in Telvos, which is finding out what design I want. Totally forgot about that. Sorry. There are ruins to explore, which we have not touched yet. I think you can also do the Koal Cave thing a bit different. I think there's a way if you kill the... There is a droid warlord somewhere, or like a higher ranked droid, which you can kill in there, and then you get, I think, a better piece of armor. Or just a droid armor, which is still a pretty damn good armor for the early game. So that's something we missed, sadly. We could figure out more spells, but yeah, I think we've done most of the, well, actually almost all of the quests in the bigger factions. There are some Rakhtong writs I don't want to do because those are basically once you finish Dagger you can kill a lot more characters, and you can kill the councillors of certain houses. And basically that's the job. You can kill, I think, Therana and Balladas and some other guys in the other houses. And I really don't want to do that. Because, I mean, Therana probably would not be too much of a loss. But Balladas, I kind of liked. He gave me a Dwemer Shock Centurion. Why would I kill him? He was also almost always helpful once I fetched a bunch of books. Yeah. So anyway, again, thank you all for watching. And I hope you enjoy the content that is going to happen here in the future. Yeah. I wish we could zoom out here so we could bid farewell to Morrowind in all of its mostly unexplored glory. There's also, you can also just go in any direction and you can find stuff. And I know I'm just stalling right now. So again, I will see you all next live stream. I'm hoping I can do it tomorrow, but I'm not sure I can pull it off, so don't be too mad at me if there is no live stream tomorrow. I'm gonna go to bed now though. So, good night, and or good day, wherever you live. Bye.